It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to pass. It's Wilkins. Rushes on him. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for them.
And he's still running after the move.
Whether it be
He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panther!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Little. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
Hold on, wait. So is that really all I've got? Is that really my corner record? Hold on, wait. Huh? Got this one? Dog. Got Lair, right? Slot corner. Got Maynard. And Pritchard. Huh. I think we should move up Pritchard. I think I'm gonna. I don't really want to do Lair like that, but faster, taller. Then when we put you in the slot.
More, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Thanks to grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to keep it in the air. Found a seam. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
Alabama quickly back to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here's the pressure. Makes the catch on the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it over, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. So forced to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Little. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Little. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls it in. It's Brown. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that step.
He's got an alley. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Hold on. You got Bo Jackson back there.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
You got hit. Are you serious? Jackson.
I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Alabama! And the comeback is on. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Touchdown, Pitt! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Snagged out of the air. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell into the
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Slithers into space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Yeah. hit.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! You thought they were
My focus got to keep him moving. Leave his hands.
If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger.
Don't say
as the
these two
game
guys.
goes
They
along.
can't do
As we take a look at
it.
the numbers.
Exact thing right there. And whether it be absolutely over.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's complete.
That's how crazy
Brought down
that
at the 31
is. Throw a
after
perfect
pickup
game.
of 10 yards on that one.
So,
It's first and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more.
I think I just really
That's
showed how
why
to
a good running game is a coach's and
Like,
quarterback's best
the
friend when you're
times
trying to
I don't
put the
have a
lid on the
pass
game.
get to the field over the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a
It makes
decent
you
gain
think like
there before the defense makes the stop. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense,
there he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance for Max going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
and that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Wilkins. flips it out to the back. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Going for the big play. Pretty toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown time. And here they come almost all the way back. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets open down the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's got him. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Time and time again, this running back has found Bader 3 rushing touchdowns, but nowhere to go that time. I think if you're on defense, the biggest thing has got to be penetrate and shoot.
Coaching, depth chart. Well, you're coming in.
Gaps, they did a great job of that getting the TFL.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points aren't good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Bader.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What's that thing?